In this video we're going to be doing a CEX haul. I've got some things which I'd like to trade in and maybe some things that I'm going to buy. I just need to do the obvious things like check the condition of the disc, check the manual, that kind of thing. So let's go through what we're hopefully going to trade in today's video. So here's a stack of games that I've had for a little while. I found these to basically trade in. Red Dead 4, I've already got a copy of this, so this is a spare copy which I picked up, which I am going to trade in at some point. I think with this stack of games, I'm probably going to hold on to these because I've got a nice voucher building up, and there are some independent gaming stores where I can obviously trade these, but I can't trade the DVDs. So I am hanging on to these because there are a few kind of rarer games which I can't always find in CEXs, which might be in some local independent gaming shops. So we're going to hold on for now to Red Dead 2, which I've already got. Toy Story 3 on 360, I've already got this on PS3. Just Dance 4 for the Wii, not a game that I'm really interested in. Mario Kart for the Wii, which I already do have a copy of that anyway. And this Lego Avengers 2. Nothing of great value for trading, but it all adds up, doesn't it? And I'm not generally into expensive games, so that might be a game in an independent gaming shop that we can trade those games for rather than spend the cash. We do, however, have a nice big pile of DVDs to trade in here, which hopefully should be all good to move on. This is a Band of Brothers DVD box set. Not a massive amount of value, but I think this is about £1.20, so that'll go into CEX. ABBA, the Definitive Collection. I've had a couple of these ABBA DVDs which have done well. This is one of the lesser value ones, but hopefully still, I think it's a £1.20 voucher or something like that. Celine Dion, I think this is an 80p voucher, I think. So it's not nothing big, but it all adds up, doesn't it? Especially if you're doing a big bundle like this. This Wolverine and the X-Men complete collection. Now that I'm actually stood holding this, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of this one. I don't know if it's good. I like some animated things, so this might be worth holding on to a little bit longer. The listings on eBay are a bit more than what this goes for in CEX, so maybe I will hold on to that one for just a little while longer. On Thin Ice, Fire and Sand, I think this is 10p, but I don't want it and I might as well get something for it. This one, Jojo Mayer, a drumming DVD, something that I found for cheap that I can move on to a voucher. And then the next three I can't really show you because they're kind of X-rated content which I got from the back of a white van at a car boo, and basically I'm not sure if all CEXs will take these, but the vouchering is actually quite well, so we're going to put those to one side and see what happens. This one, John Lennon Blu-ray, Third Rock from the Sun. This is season 3, I believe, of Third Rock from the Sun, which also has some value too. I think it might be like £4, £5, £6, something like that. So hopefully that should go. And then Leon, actually, I think this is a £2 voucher or £1.50 voucher. I actually thought about keeping this, but I watched it last night and it's not aged as well as what I thought. So we're gonna move that and see what we can get, and I'll go through what we should have in a voucher. Here we are on the CEX website, and I've put all of that stuff in. I can't show you all of it, as I previously mentioned, because I'm not exactly sure what the YouTube policies are, but we should be getting basically a £29 voucher, which will be good. That'll pay for something that we may end up getting today, and that's what we're going to do on this video, hopefully. So let's get in the car. We might call it a few charity shops on the way, we'll see. So here we are in the van. We've just got to the charity shop, and I've been driving to this, which was left in the van by my partner. So we're gonna see what we can find in this charity shop. Sometimes it's pretty good, mostly it's not, but all the video games are always £1 and the box sets are always 50p. So in the past I have found a couple of things and it's literally on the way to CEX. So let's go in and see what we can find. So that was a nice lucky little find. I haven't been in that particular charity shop since I've been on holiday, and I found Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered on the Xbox One. The case isn't in the best condition, and I was umming and ahhing because when I first got the disc, it's not in mint condition. I don't know if that'll even show on camera. It probably looks absolutely fine on camera. and I think it's mostly just dirt or dust. You know, you see a lot of dust on a disc, and it still works fine. So I'm going to add that to my pile to CEX. I think I've already got that game on PS4, and it's a brilliant game and an excellent remaster. So yeah, a nice little win on the way to CEX. Here we are back at one of my favourite local CEX stores with the back to school sign in the window. I've only seen that kind of thing on this specific CEX, so I'm curious if they have them in your CEX. There's not often much retro in this window. There's something which I thought was a Steam Deck, which I'm still half planning on getting at some point just because of what you can do with them. Is that a Gamera box set there? That would have had good trading value if you find that at a car boot. Let's have a look inside. So inside there is often PS1 games, Dreamcast games, and I think these were here last time I was here, that you do get the odd one that comes and goes. Same with the Game Boy games, and I think all the DSs are the same. Still haven't seen a new 2DS yet, and there's still many Switches here since the Switch 2 launched. That's been the case. Over at the PS2 section here, Tekken 5, I saw this a couple of weeks ago for £8 at a car boot in Spain, believe it or not, but the disc was too scratched. Shadow of the Colossus, I think that was here last time. That is a nice cardboard version, and I think that did have all the stickers and the manual in last time I checked it. I'm surprised that was still there. Prince of Persia is a cheap game that I've been thinking about getting at some point. Who knows, we'll see. This is one that I came in for today, The Warriors, £18, brilliant game by Rockstar, but as you can see here, the manual is just a little bit tatty, and I don't really need it right now, so I decided to pass. Let's have a look at the PS3 section and see what there is. A million Assassin's Creeds, which have been there forever. You often wonder what's going to happen to all these extra Assassin's Creeds, Battlefields, those type of games. Arkham City, I did see a Game of the Year edition here a couple of weeks ago, which I wish I would have got now, and I was just checking to see if any more had come in, but on this occasion they had not. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, a million Call of Duties, which have been there forever as well, to add to that list. A game that I've been tempted by for a while now is this driver game. Keep thinking I'm going to find that one at the car boot for £1 or £2, but I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know, I need to be a bit more invested in that. I do love the classic driver games for the PS1, but that one does have good reviews, so we'll see what happens. So we are now back from CEX, and Eva is excited to see us and see what we've got, so let's show her. So there was just one reject from all that stuff, and that was fine and Sam. The disc was a little bit scratched, so fair enough. I never argue with CEX employees. I just take their word for it, and usually just give the DVD to a charity shop or something. So with all that stuff, we got a £30-something voucher, and with that and some other vouchers that I had, I decided to get this, the Ratchet & Clank Classic HD Trilogy. This is complete with the manual. The original case was a little bit tatty, so I asked them to do a case swap, and there was no problem with that. There's just a little bit of sticker residue there, which is no problem to get rid of. So yeah, I've been enjoying playing this game recently, so I decided to pick it up because it came in stock at my local CEX, and it's one of those where the CEX price is not really that far from the eBay price for this. I mean, if you're lucky, you might get this £10 cheaper maybe. And I've always wanted one of these classics HD PS3 things. Now, I also do have some of these games on PS2 as well, like the original one, which I got from a charity shop. And no, sorry, is that the second or the third one? I haven't played that one yet. And the original one too. And these only cost £2, as you can see. They don't have oh no, this one does it? Yeah. Maybe, no, that's just like it's not a manual, is it? It's just a kind of an inlay, a one sheet inlay, unless this game didn't come with a manual, I'm not sure. So yeah, I have got these, but I don't know, I want to play them remastered and with a wireless controller, and yeah, I've just wanted this. So I might even do a comparison of the two side by side so you can see how they look on a modern TV. So here we are with Ratchet & Clank Trilogy now on the PS3 turned on, and we can see on a modern display this looks really nice, really crisp, really clear. Really happy with how this looks. I'm only playing one-handed, so you'll have to excuse the terrible gameplay. And if I go onto the PS2 Ratchet & Clank one, this is on a later level still, but it just looks like a bit of a blurry mess, at least on this specific TV in comparison. Still perfectly playable actually, still really nice, but yeah, the other version is certainly much crisper, much cleaner, so really happy with this purchase.